there, I hope you're doing well today. It's Pride Month and it kind of occurred to me that I don't have a flag in my room and I desperately want one. Today I'm going to be showing you how to paint a really simple flag like this. It's so easy, it took about 5 minutes and it would look lovely on your wall. For this tutorial you can use really cheap supplies. I'm just using my Canson mixed media pad and some watercolour paint, but you can use gouache or acrylic paint, and for paper really any mixed media paper or watercolour paper will do. As long as it's over 100 GSM, I think anything will do. The first thing is to choose the best brush. A flat brush is ideal, just make sure, like I'm doing, that if you need 6 lines, make sure the flat brush is big enough to be able to do 6 lines on the page. The second step is to prepare the colours. Firstly, for the red I'm using mostly cadmium red and a little bit of Pyrrol. Then for the orange I'm using cadmium orange and a little bit of Gamboge. For this step, make sure you mix a lot more than you're planning to. I always struggle to mix the actual amount that I need, but for this you're going to need a lot because it's going to be really hard to mix in the middle of painting just because of how fast it will dry and how quickly you're going to need to work for this piece. For yellow I just used the lemon yellow because that's the only cool yellow that I've got. And then for the green, I think an ideal colour would have been Hooker's green because I'm doing the traditional pride flag, but unfortunately I don't have that in this watercolour palette, so I did a little bit of Cascade green with green gold and I think it made a similar shade. I thought ultramarine was pretty spot on for the blue and didn't have any more mixing area, so I'm just using it straight from the well. For the purple I used a little bit of ultramarine violet and mauve, and I think this created a really lovely shade. So as you can see, I've got the red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple already. This is about the amount that you'll need. And then we're just going to load up lots on our brush and paint in each of the lines. For this, as you can see, it was quite a sunny day when I did it, and I'm not using 100% cotton paper, so it dried. It literally dried as I was popping it down on the paper. It's unfortunate when that happens, but I mean the way around that is to just keep wetting it. And I popped the orange down next to the red, and as you can see, because it had already dried quite a bit, there wasn't too much of a blend. If you're using 100% cotton paper or not in the direct sunlight like I was, then it might just blend lovely and you don't need to go back. But if you're struggling to get it to blend, just go back and add that red again and add the orange and just keep re-wetting it as you're going along. And I'm just going to repeat that for each of the other colours in the traditional pride flag.
Clock strikes midnight, fireworks light. For a moment it feels just right. Smiling faces, warm embraces, possibilities all ignite. Then the next morning I drive to work. People annoy me and I'm spilling coffee all over my favorite shirt. Why do my New Year's resolutions never reach their full evolutions? Faced with the day, it all fades away in January. This year I'll be patient, I'll see beauty in all the little things. Promises fill the room, I still fear it all melts way before spring. Cause the next morning we're late for school. People annoy us and being nice just ends up making us feel like fools. Why do our New Year's resolutions never reach their full evolutions? Faced with the day, it all fades away in January. Writing down a list of all the changes, plans and fancy phrases. Can't it be enough to always try to do our best?
I decided to add splatters on top of my flag just because I love splatters. I think that they're so fun and I add them to absolutely everything. But obviously this state is optional. It does hide some errors though, so that's another thing. And honestly, I should have stopped here. This is what it was looking like and I would advise you to stop here, but I did keep going. I tried to straighten up the edge a little bit or make it more obvious that it wasn't straight because I had planned to leave a larger whiter border, and it wasn't a great plan. So in the end I did just sort of go over it and extend it a bit. But obviously if you can keep a nice white border around your flag and just stick to a small area in the centre, that might be better. That's the flag all done. I really meant to leave more of a white border and I think I ruined it a little bit here, but you know what, it could be cut a little bit smaller so it doesn't have the border at all, and I think that might work a bit better. If you've given this tutorial a try, I would love to see what you come up with. I'm Chantel Arts on TikTok and Instagram. I'd love if you could tag me so that I could see. If you're interested in seeing any more super quick tutorials, I would love if you could let me know down below in the comments, and I would love if you could subscribe. I'm here every Thursday and Sunday, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.